Krenn, no restrictions on the Pittsburgh Current Podcast Network with Sereny, my partner in crime, Sereny. We're very excited about the show today. We have Luke Caputo and Bob Bazzellia represent Smokey Robinson's Wine, which we are excited about. It's great wine, and they're great guys from Pittsburgh, so we're having them on the show.
It's very tasty. I got to try some at the party. It's really good.
I know you're rummaging around back there. They have bottles of it. I got to keep you away from it so you can make the interview later on.
I don't know if I can make it.
I don't think you're gonna make the interview.
Early.
I can see it. I can see you just drinking. Yeah, taking that wine.
Yeah, I'm kind of in one of those moods, day drinking moods. I could do it. If I didn't have to go to the doctors this evening, I probably would start right now.
Oh, I think we should drink before you go to the doctor.
You think?
Oh God, yes. We should get you
He'll
just plastered.
Me right away.
I should go in with you plastered and go, I got this. I got it.
Yeah, I don't think he would appreciate this.
No.
He's a new doctor.
They would not like that. Yeah, what's may I ask you, is it like generally what doctor physical?
I'm going to see a psychiatrist today.
Very good.
Yeah,
good for you.
On my mental health.
Well, I've a big proponent of therapy. I've been to a couple therapists for the last 20 some years. Anyone in the entertainment business should definitely be in it, and you're in the entertainment business, obviously.
I have 2 therapists and now a psychiatrist.
You are beating me. You got like a team around your mind.
I need a whole team.
You deserve it.
You're
it's kind of scary to me.
What?
You're like one of the more together people I know.
Because of therapy.
Yeah. But the fact that you need another one, I don't know. It's scaring me.
Well, I think I need. The psychiatrist is because I probably need to get on some drugs at this point.
Oh, nice. You can share.
Yeah.
No, but no.
Pharmaceutical intervention.
You're one of the more together people that I know, and I mean together. I mean, if you know her, as a friend, honest, like you know who she is.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think that's why we bonded in a sense, Siri and I, because I am a mess, imperfection, and I don't hide it from her. That's that. So it's it. You're like, hey, it's what you get.
That's why I'm going to see a psychiatrist. I'm like,
because
I've been hanging out with Jim Krenn for like 6 months now.
I drove her.
I need a Xanax prescription.
I usually drive people to therapy. That's my job. It's my job. Where's here? Yeah, I recommend it highly if you're out there suffering from anything like depression or anything like that. It's a real serious thing, man. It's not like having a bad mood, by the way.
I mean, even if you don't, I think being in therapy is a good thing to do, even if you're not sick.
It is, because after I graduated there, they graduate you sort of like, okay, there's nothing more or whatever.
Yeah.
Not that I'm mentally healthy or anything, according to these people. I guess I wasn't, but I stayed with it.
Yeah.
And I said, no, I'd like to stay with it for self-examination, to keep learning about myself and keep trying to get better. As I figure, what am I, 94 now? I'm 94. Probably another 5 years. I should make it. By the time I'm 100.
Yeah, you'll be.
I'm going to be a altogether guy.
The thing that's funny is that, like, this is why you probably will be. I mean, you should be in therapy forever. Like, you don't go in it going, okay, 6 sessions and then I'm fixed.
You're growing.
That's not how it works.
No.
Yes, you need to do it forever.
And
keep yourself in check.
And for anyone out there, it's a different vibe. Like my mom, like Lou just thinks, like when I say therapist, Lou pictures me Jack Nicholson in Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah.
Martini, play the game.
Yeah.
And no, it's not like that at all. And it's not like you're laying on a couch and taking notes. There's a stigma to it, in other words.
There is.
For generations. It's generational.
Like blue collar, like families, like where I came from.
Yes, mine too.
From, where they're like, therapy. Don't say that, and somebody's gonna hear you.
Right.
Don't tell anybody you're in therapy.
It's connotated as somebody's weakness sometimes.
Yes.
If we're males, and then when you finally admit you're weak, then you're strong. But
coincidentally, has this ever happened to you? I was out voting yesterday, and have you ever run into your therapist in public?
I have.
Have you?
Yes.
So they're supposed to ignore you unless you engage with them. Yeah, that's like the rules of therapy.
Really? Mine didn't ignore me.
First rule of therapy. Don't talk about therapy.
So like Fight Club, first rule. Don't talk
so
about
if you see your therapist out in public, they're not supposed to approach you or even really look at you.
Wait a second. Sereny. She talks. She knows this already about me. She picks up little things on you. She knows if she talks confidently, with the confidence, that I'll believe it.
That's true. Yes.
She literally could say anything to me. And she's confident.
It's not just me. It's everybody on planet Earth.
It's really, yeah, it is everyone. But you got it down really good because she'll like, her hand will go up like this. She has this move right here.
Yeah.
And if I see the hand go up and she gets a little bit more.
My voice elevates a little bit. I get a little twinkle in my eye. Yeah.
Yes.
You're like a Motown singer. You're just like dumb and easy to trick.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it amuses you. I amuse you.
But that is not. But I am not tricking you. That's true. They're.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm positive.
Okay. See, I check.
Because she her eyes lit up when she saw me, but then she immediately.
So that's a real
down.
rule. In other words.
Yeah, but then she looked down because we live in the same neighborhood.
Maybe she just doesn't like you. She made that rule up.
No, she loves me.
Okay, because I thought maybe she said, you know what? If you ever see me out, I don't know.
I don't know you. You don't know me.
Run away from me.
Well,
I'm kidding.
See, the thing is, they can talk to you if you engage with them first. So you have to go, "Hey, Jen, nice to see you," and then she can.
Oh, that's what I did then. Okay.
So she can't come up to you and be like, what if you're with your family? What if you're with,
I got you.
Somebody that doesn't know you? It's all to protect you. It's all to protect you.
Yeah, I know it is really. There are real rules to that whole deal because you're private, man. You're talking about your
very intimate.
Your intimate.
Yeah.
Details of your life. It's the most amazing. I highly recommend it out there if you get it. And it's not. Most therapists are genuine in the sense that if you think, I don't have the money, Jim, I wish I could afford. No. They have payment plans.
Yeah. So it's called
$10
for those
a
of you.
month
Yeah. For those of you who don't know this, and this is just like a PSA. This is not. This is like a little off-brand for us. If you just go to your zip code and then sliding scale / therapist, doctor, whatever, they basically just give you the option to just put in what you can afford and they'll find you somebody.
Right.
And that's what I have to do.
And when you get to $5, it's me.
Yeah, it's called sliding scale. If you go onto that website, if you don't have insurance or if your insurance isn't accepted someplace, they'll find a therapist for you or a doctor or a gynecologist, whatever.
Well, actually, I do charity work for a group in North Hills. It's in Ross Park area called Anchor Point, and they have some of the top therapists in the city. These therapists volunteer there, and it's free, basically, and maybe some small amount donation, basically, kind of thing. It's a donating thing. So Anchor Point. Call them also in North Hills, but there's probably places like that too. But Anchor Point's a really nice, great organization to help. Been there since the 30s, helping people with, especially with depression. They help because that could be really
rough,
a hell of a mountain to climb. I went through it myself.
Mental illness is such a bitch, dude.
About a year ago or so, and it is. Yeah, well, it's part of it's life. You can't get rid of that mind.
Yeah,
it's part of your deal. This is off-brand for us.
Yeah. But
we're
back
talking
to
a little
comedy.
Bit, back to comedy. Although you probably laughed at my mental.
No. I actually.
I'm kidding.
Not a lot of things are off for me. I joke. I think everything is fair game when it comes to comedy. You should be able to make fun of whoever, whatever you want. If it's a joke, it's a joke.
And I think the show is a hybrid morning show. This isn't we do kind of a morning showish style in a way because that's what I knew and know, and it's comedy, but it's also personal a little bit. Get to know us a little bit, or get to know truthful things about us. So it's kind of cool in that sense. And another thing we were doing, people have noticed. Obviously, I lost 55 pounds. Lost a lot of weight. I lost a whole little person.
Like a dead dog.
I lost the before and afters. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't realize even myself that it would be that dramatic, and I was always a confident person. I guess I just looked in the mirror and thought, fine. But man, it's amazing. In Sereny, come on.
Yeah.
You're kind of a handsome woman.
Yeah. I do. I am dressed like a
she is a very handsome woman.
The Shire.
But she's been on a diet also, and she's lost
21 pounds?
21 pounds already. And online, you see online on her Facebook and stuff, she's got her model.
Only those photos, though. No recent photos.
No, but still, hey, you played in the NFL. You played in the NFL.
Right,
she's a model.
Yeah.
But so very beautiful. And but anyway, it's kind of cool. I thought, Sarah, that that's a power. I always thought women should strut that a bit. Women get shamed a lot for things like that, believe it or not. And beauty is a gift, and it's like a running back. I always think could run 4.4, a 4.40.
I know
it's okay for him to go to the NFL. She knows what that means.
Definitely.
So why not, if you're a gift of beauty, why not? That's part of a power, I believe. So you got your power back with this loss, I think, and it's kind of cool to see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad. And the thing I want to ask you about, and I'm experiencing this, believe it or not, more so, not more so, but just for the first time, maybe, whatever, after losing 55 pounds. People treat you different.
Yeah, they do.
When you are thinner.
Especially when you're a woman, for sure.
I guess I didn't know this. People treat you differently.
Yeah, they do.
It's really strange to me.
Mm-hmm. Like, how is it different for a guy, though? So for, like, the obvious reasons, like, for women, they're like...
I'm not look, I don't consider myself... I'm a solid 6, and McKees Rocks, I'm a good 7. But I guess I picture, about a week ago, my battery, Bobby's laughing.
I know.
Yeah, Bob. And McKees Rocks, I'm a 7. But in Wilmerding, I'm an 8. But but I was in a restaurant, and in my Uber, something was going on. I couldn't get it. And this would not happen before. These 2 young girls are just fawning all over me. They said, I'll Uber you.
Wow.
I'm like, really?
Well, yeah, they wanted the money.
No, they were you're just going to pay. Yeah, she's going to pay.
That's not an Uber then.
No, she's going to pay my ride. I'll take care of it, Jim.
Oh, I see. I was
going to pay for it. I'm like, oh, no. But I don't know, something like that. I don't think that would happen 55 pounds ago, I don't think.
Maybe not, but you forget you're a celebrity.
That's true. The fame comes into play.
Mm-hmm.
These girls are too young to know. That's what made me think about it, I guess.
Oh.
That I thought anyway.
Gotcha.
They were probably like 22, 23, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe too young. But I don't know. But anyways, but I'm just kind of weird. I did not weird, but you know what I mean? It's like, I do notice sometimes females treat me a little better.
Yeah.
Or more, I don't know why. But like you said, the fame was there too. But I kind of can get a little window where don't you agree? Do you agree?
Yeah, of course.
From the female side?
Yeah, definitely. So it wasn't really noticeable on me until about, I don't know, maybe like a couple weeks ago that you could actually tell that the weight was coming off.
Yes.
So I'm not back there yet, but I can tell you this, before the weight gain, everybody's nice to you. You know, I forgot I take the tea all the time. Oh, I forgot my tea ticket. Don't worry about it, honey. Just go ahead.
Well, there you go. So that's now what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So it's not really fame in that place, but it could be in the female
side.
side.
My ID. Sorry, it's okay. Let me buy you this drink anyway.
Right.
It's my whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get used to that.
But then you get a little chunky, and it's just like, hey, can you hold that door for me? I'm coming through.
Yeah. Or buy your own drink.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. They yell at you for not tipping enough. Yeah.
It changes. Mm-hmm. It's weird.
And here's the other thing I hate the most is like my friends and family are like, I can really see it in your face. You can really see it. I'm like, what did my face look like? Did it look like I
still
had like
attractive.
Acorns in my cheeks?
Yes. No, I'm kidding.
Well, you did. You had those
I did. Oh my God. I look
cheeks.
like I don't know what I look like. I look like Bobby Glickman or whatever.
Jiminy Glick.
Jiminy Glick, that's it. Jiminy Glick.
God, I love that character.
I know. Oh, he's great. Jiminy Glick. Martin Short. But it's just weird. The whole hey.
But I don't treat fat people differently.
I don't treat anybody differently.
Maybe we do, and we don't know it.
I don't. I respect for humanity.
You sure?
I don't. I try to consciously be a respect for humanity. It's one thing I do good. I have a lot of flaws, more than anybody. Trust me.
Yeah.
That's just one thing I know. I try to. My grandmother always instilled that on me to respect humanity and respect everybody. Look for the good in them. Yeah. Until the bad happens.
Right.
And then they're done.
Walk them.
Then they're done.
Yeah.
I can walk.
That's fair.
Well, yeah, that's can't mistake kindness for weakness. I will walk, but not the first time.
Yeah.
I think it a few times, and I'll get that picture. Yeah. Couple hundred. But then but anyway, yeah, I do try to anyway. I'm sure I make mistakes. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure you've been.
You'll be getting 20 emails and Jimmy Krenn slammed the door in my face. Oh, he's nice. He respects humanity. Oh, I used to like you until then. Yeah. No, I try. You do too. You do treat people very nice.
I try to, but I know, like, okay, I wanted to tell you this before we got on the show.
I'm the only one you don't treat
nice. I did something really mean yesterday on
What?
accident. Mormons came to my door. Okay, I live in the north side, and the Mormons and like the Baptists, they're always knocking on doors. Usually, I'm polite. I say, "Excuse me, I'm busy right now. I'm working. I'm on the phone," something like that. And it was two really young kids, and they're just doing what they think is right.
They're doing their Mormon thing.
I was horrible to them. I was like, "Fuck you! I'm busy. I'm on the phone. Get off my property.
Wow.
I don't have time for this."
You worked it.
And immediately, as soon as I closed my door, I felt so bad.
Did they pray for you?
They didn't come back, so
They prayed for you.
I just felt really bad because I was like, they don't know any better. They're just doing what they think they have to do. And usually I am nice. Usually I'm like, okay, I'll take your pamphlet. Thank you. All right. Bye. Goodbye. God bless you. Something like that.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm an atheist. Get off my property. And I slammed the door.
Hey, we have our moods. We're human.
I was in a bad mood.
I used to have Jehovah's Witnesses come to my door all the
They're
time.
the worst.
Well, no, we became friends. There were two young guys.
Mm-hmm.
They listened to me in the morning show.
Yeah.
Start talking about it.
They're allowed to listen to
And
the radio?
they listened to me, and they knew
Wow.
me, and we just sit there, and they'd come over, and we just talked about radio, and
Yeah.
you know, they handed me a little pamphlet and went on. It was
Yeah.
kind of cool. But anyway, yeah.
See, I made a mistake just yesterday. I wasn't nice to them, and
We all, yeah, I do. I'm sure I do that too. I'm sure, you know. I hate when someone cuts you off in traffic. That's bad. No,
yeah, those people need
That's
to
rude.
burn in hell.
That'll do it. No, I mean, I think everybody out there tries. I think we try
Mm-hmm.
consciously,
Yeah,
you know, try to do good.
I do try. I felt bad immediately. As soon as I slammed the door, I felt bad.
There's a book I read. I read a lot, believe it or not.
Don't believe it.
You didn't believe anything I say. Besides, I will unism. She's nice to
He
everyone.
also says that he plays tennis and vapes. So, yeah, there you go.
And she says she's nice. He sent me a picture of the vape. Thank you.
Yeah, it was not. It was like, no, it wasn't his.
E-Leaf. Look it up. But anyway, you're nice to everybody but me.
I am so
You're so
nice
mean to
you.
me. She's so mean to me. So nice. That's your nice side?
Very patient. All right, patient and nice.
Patient,
to me.
yes. I'll give you that. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do deal with a little bit of my imperfections. But what was I saying? Now I'm off track.
Vape, tennis, reading. You said you read a lot.
Reading.
And I said no, you don't.
M. Scott Peck, the guy who wrote The Road Less Traveled, wrote People of the Lie, and it's a fascinating book if you get a chance to get it. It wasn't like a real big seller or anything. It was fascinating in the sense that it's about evil, good and evil,
Mm-hmm.
and how it's choice, freedom of choice. And you choose in the morning when you wake up, whether it's subliminally or not,
Mm-hmm.
whether you're going to go toward good or toward evil. And now we're not righteous where you can say, well, I'm good and that person's evil.
Mhm.
You can't do that. We're marble cake. I'm evil too. Like
Mhm.
I have evil in me.
Yeah.
You know, I get the hero and the villain, and both. But I'm trying to do good. And I'll
Mhm.
stumble and do something evil by mistake. Not mistake. No, I'll stumble and do something bad. And that's what so it's like you try to do good.
Mhm.
I think most people are like that.
Yeah, I do too.
But then there are disorders.
Yeah, leeches,
Well, there's disorders.
Yeah.
You know,
worms.
sociopath, psychopath, narcissistic,
Oh.
personality disorder.
Yeah.
That they, you know, whatever happens, and that's maybe distorts it a bit.
Mhm.
Distorts a lot.
Yeah.
But it just fascinates me though. You know, but as long as you're trying, I think
I'm trying.
out there. Yeah, I think everybody
I'm
out
trying
there
to be nice.
trying to do our best.
But you know what? Like where's the cutoff point of like being so nice and giving people so many chances to be where it's just like, okay, well, you're just stupid now. Just stop.
Well,
Stop being nice and move on and make your life better because these people are taking advantage of you.
Well,
Where's
they're not that. That's the thing that, but that's the thing where you have to, you know, in a spiritual sense. I know
Oh, for Christ's sake!
in a
All
spiritual,
right, you're lost me.
no, it's okay. It's okay. But no, I'm just letting you know in my insight. That's
Okay.
all. And maybe it's something else for you.
Yeah.
The same insight
Reality.
though, which is whatever your reality is.
Yes.
And the reality was Mother Teresa had a thing where she has these things where this prayer she has every night. Treat a person nice, even if they take advantage of you. Do it anyway. If you help someone, whatever, do it. She went all these things. Do it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, the last one is at the end of the day. It was never between you and them. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's between me and God. For you, it's between you and the universe, Darwin, whatever, or not, or just
Darwin.
yourself, whatever. But in other words, it's for you. You're doing it for you.
Right.
So the long as you're doing it for you, no one is taking advantage of you because you're aware if you're doing it for you.
Mm-hmm.
You're only being taken advantage of if you're not aware.
Yeah.
So if you're aware of being kind and you're aware of somebody, you help somebody out, say, financially or even whatever. And you think, well, all right, I'm aware, this is for me. I've had it tough at times and I'm going to do this and they may not pay me back. They might. That's on them. Now they don't pay me back. Did they take advantage of me? No, because I knew. I did it because I wanted to. They don't know that.
Yeah.
They don't know that, but I know that. So it's kind of like a personal thing where, it's not between them. It's not between them. It's between yourself. So it's up to you. It's your heart.
Okay.
Or God with me. Your heart with you. It's interesting. Yeah. Good points. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Change the subject real quick.
Let's switch gears. Like Andy Cohen at a Housewives reunion.
Yes.
He'd like to switch gears.
We like to switch gears.
Yep.
We're going to a topic. I'm Andy Cohen. But I saw this documentary, and it was fascinating. I saw a different version of this documentary a few years ago. And I saw this newer version, and it was fascinating that it goes to North Korea, as you know, right?
Yep, that's the bad one.
The bad one.
Yep.
The guy that was the grandfather of Kim Jong-un.
Yep.
He was like
They said he was some kind of
dad was
god.
Kim Jong-il, and then before Kim Jong-il.
Uh-huh.
I think it might have been the first Kim Jong-un. I think
The one that they considered like a god?
Yeah, well, they all do. They're all
Yes,
gods.
yes.
They're all gods. I think he was God too. Yes. Is he Un too? I think he's Un.
I don't know.
I think it might be. I might be wrong on that. But anyway, let's just say he is for the heck of
Kim
it.
Jong-uno.
Uno.
Kim Jong go fish.
Okay, after World War II, they are dividing. They're figuring out what to do with Korea.
Yeah.
So after all the battles and we win Korea back and all that, whatever, they split the zone, north and the south, right? Well, in the north, they didn't like their history, so they decided to change it all. They read up a whole history thing in this guy being a god and, and they won the war and this is what they want or something, whatever. They have a whole history of this guy. This guy could float. He could change the weather with his mind, all this stuff, whatever. So he takes over North Korea and Russia then decides they're not funding them like they were funding them. Russia was taking care of North Korea. United States, we were taking care of South Korea. Okay.
Yeah.
So Russia's not funding them the same way because Russia's having their hard times at this point, years after World War II. So our guy, Un, he decided, Sarah, he was a movie buff.
Yeah.
He had the biggest movie collection at the time, whatever anyone. And he decides they can't grow anything there. They have no way to make anything. They're poor. He thought make movies, and I'll make money for the economy. That's how we're going to make the whole economy.
Movies cost money.
Well, they had money.
Okay.
They had to grow money and buy foods and for people and whatever. It costs money, but not that, what it cost. It's a few million. This is a country. So, so he has whatever his, taxes or whatever they do to make money.
Yeah.
at their hands. But anyway, so he makes movies. He gets these directors, they make movies, and now part of his ego is involved with this.
Yeah, of course.
And they're not
every filmmaker is
they're not making movies. He's like the producer, this guy, Kim Jong-un. And I think Il-un, I can't remember. God,
Uno, dos, tres.
can't take it till I look it up. But anyway, so he just can't stand that he's not getting any type of awards. Like he's putting it in like award season. I'm not kidding.
I know that feeling.
Award season comes around.
I'm with you, Kim.
And you're not getting
You're not getting nominated.
You're not in Cannes. He wants to get in Cannes. He wants Cannes bad. He wants.
Yeah.
Sundance wasn't happening then, but he probably would want it now. I need Sundance so bad. So he wants to get in these awards. He wants to be respected, and he wants to make money and a whole deal. So I'm sorry, I'm looking up his name, but I have to find it. I can't take it. So there's an actress.
Fun.
Wait, here it is. Yeah,
Kim
Jong-un. All right, so it was Kim Jong-un. He's first one, I guess. But anyway, so there was an actress in the 70s. She was South Korean. She was beautiful. She had just died. And also was why this documentary. She just died this past week in her 90s.
Wow.
But at the time, Sarah, she was an international actress from South Korea, and she was, and her husband was the director of her films, and she was stunningly beautiful. She was Angelina Jolie or whatever of that era, of that snapshot of that era. She's Angelina Jolie, and the husband's Brad Pitt, who could direct like that. They're South Korean, but the world looked at them like that. His films were Academy Award films. He actually had the first Rambo he was going to do. He ended up not doing it. But that's all. I mean, this director, he was like really known and respected. This guy. Well, they had a couple children, whatever. But they got divorced, separated, or whatever. But anyway, Kim Jong-un wanted her to come to North Korea to make movies because she was that big of a star.
Okay.
Put her up. She made all the film festivals. She'd win them. She won awards.
Yeah,
she's nominated
like
for Academy Awards.
Jennifer Aniston of North Korea.
Yes, huge. Yeah. Even pretty. Well, Jennifer Aniston's prettier.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jennifer Aniston. So anyway, we'll say apples and oranges there. She's beautiful. But so anyway, she makes these movies, but they don't have the director, the writers. I mean, they're not making money, and so I forgot one thing.
Oh. She
didn't go voluntarily.
Of course not. No, but no woman does anything voluntarily in North Korea.
He kidnapped her. He kidnapped her.
Yeah.
Walking on the beach.
It's on brand.
This is a star.
Yeah.
This is like one of the biggest stars at the time. A movie star. They kidnap her walking on the beach. She wakes up. She's in North Korea. Kim Jong-un's there, gotcha. And he's telling her the whole thing, and she's like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, you're going to do it, or you're going to go to the gulag or whatever. You're going to eat rats and whatever. Not good. And he doesn't touch her sexually or anything. It's not like he had this thing. He didn't force her to do any. She would have her. She lived in this palace, and she didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
She has nowhere to go. She's prisoned. The public, they put out a PR thing that she wanted to go voluntarily. She can't say anything about it.
Wow.
She can't say anything about it. She does a couple movies, and they flop because the director isn't the writer. So he decides he needs the husband because he's the writer-director. He kidnaps him.
What?
True story, not making it up. Look it up. He kidnaps him. Type in, guys. Look it up later after the show.
Okay.
Kim Jong-un or whatever, and say kidnaps actress. It'll come up all over the place. But anyway, so he kidnaps the husband, the ex-husband.
Yeah.
She still loved him. So he shows up. He thinks if he puts them together, she'll be happy. He'll be happy. They're going to live there and live a lavish life in North Korea.
Like a Malibu Barbie house with Ken. Okay, you guys live together now.
Like,
now
yes,
make me a movie.
you're going to, yes, now make me a movie.
Yeah.
And he says, and I'm talking, I'm not kidding. Like, he'd wake up in the morning with like 2 Mercedes outside.
It's deranged.
There was just money, anything they wanted. And they're king and queen. He's going to have any amount of budget he needs. Think about this is a director and writer, and this is any amount of budget you need to make a movie.
Yeah.
Any idea, and he says no. So they put him in prison.
Wow.
And he's beaten. And he's everything. He's eating rats because he can't eat, starving. So finally, after getting beaten enough, about 6-7 months, and eating enough rats, because I'll tell you what, if you have 2-3 rat stews, that's too much.
You probably don't even. You gotta just eat a dead rat.
Well,
There's no stew. There's no hot water.
Oh, come on!
In prison,
look.
You gotta wash it off in the toilet and then bite the head off of it.
No, I'm sautéing my rat.
Well, how? You're in prison. Or are you getting a pan?
I am.
Or are you getting fire?
I can do it.
If you're lucky, you have a hole in the
ground.
I'm
like Man versus Wild, man. I can get out there and cut things open and whatever. I'd make a little. Come on, in prison they have ways of making a little fire. I'd have a prison partner, buddy.
Okay. All right. I want to see you start a fire with nothing.
I would not have to start a fire.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have my group.
Okay.
My clan, my little group of people. They would.
Yep, you'd have a squad in prison.
I'd have a squad.
Yeah.
So anyway, but he did. He would cook rat. I guess I don't know. They didn't really say how he ate it, but he ate rat. But anyway, which I don't think I could eat rat. I don't think
you would if you were hungry enough.
If I was starving, I guess I'd have to eat rat, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess bring that baby on. A little barbecue sauce, some fries.
Rat on a stick.
Hey, fries and coleslaw and a rat. I'm going. It's a Mancini roll. Bring it on. But I don't think I could do it. But anyway, he gets tired of eating rat.
Yeah.
So he goes and he figures, I'm gonna figure out how to escape.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the only way I get out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stuck here instead of dead.
Yeah.
She's going to die.
Yep.
So he says, I'm going to do it. So he does, and he ends up making movies. And he ends up making festivals. He ends up making, like, cans, and he makes,
We got to watch those movies.
They make festivals. They're making money.
Jesus.
His idea is working.
Wow.
He's so happy.
Mm-hmm.
They're so sad.
Of course.
They're 2 a.m, they wake him up, they have a party. They got to go to the party. Because they had to appease him.
Yeah.
He'd give them like Rolex watches or something at the party and have like gifts for them, and like they were just the king and queen. They were the toast of North Korea. Everyone knew them from their movies.
This is such a strange story.
It is.
Yeah.
And he knew he had to make a movie off North Korea and to escape. And he makes one. He knew to get to Thailand or wherever. I can't remember what it was, something like that. He knew an area he can get asylum or whatever. So he ends up convincing him. It was like a $20 million movie. It was like, at that time, it would have been like, I don't know what that would have been now.
Valued back. Oh, yeah. No idea.
Insane. But he is convinced it's an Academy Award movie. Kim thinks this is going to win him the Academy Award. He convinces him, but the script is good.
Mm-hmm. Is it?
It's supposedly, from what they said. They said the script is out of this world.
Okay.
They go to Thailand. They got 30 bodyguards around. Now, he's worried they're going to escape because they have to shoot on location, he says.
Right.
So they're in there, and they have they have guards everywhere, all over him.
Mm-hmm.
He meets a concierge, and he takes a gamble.
Mm-hmm.
If he's wrong, he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
But he says, I need your help. And he had money because Kim would give him money. He gave him a lot of money. He said, look, and the guy goes with it. The guy happened to be Japanese, and they weren't really, they were kind of at odds with Korea at the time. And so he got lucky. So this guy is like one of the concierge people is in on it. And he tells the wife, this is our move. This is our only shot or we're dead.
Yeah. And
they go in a lobby. They said they had to get something like a briefcase and go back to the room or whatever. It's 30 people around, think of. They're casual. This is like, after being there a few weeks, so they're not thinking of him escaping.
Yeah.
He grabs her and they shift over to the concierge has a cab waiting outside. They jump in the cab. It takes off with them. They're going to the embassy and it's flying. All of a sudden, others find it. The cabs are going neck and neck. They're calling the cab ahead.
Chase.
Calling the cab ahead. Where are you going? Did you make a right?
Yeah.
You'd make a right. You'd make a left. He's telling them.
Mm-hmm.
The guy has a briefcase of money. The director husband. He throws it right at the guy in front of us. He says,
go.
Help us. Go. No, he said, tell him make a left. Tell him we made a left and we make a right. He goes, we made a left. He did.
Yeah.
They made it at the embassy and they both escaped.
Now they need to make a movie about that.
They need to make a movie about that.
That
They
is
will.
an
They will
incredible
make
story.
a movie about that eventually.
That's an incredible story.
It's the most incredible story. I couldn't believe it was real until I looked it up again. I looked online, I'm like, Jesus, it's really.
And they changed their identity or witness
No.
protection? Like,
She ended up in Los Angeles. Right. She lived in her 90s. Mm-hmm. Passed away. He went to Los Angeles. Also, he had some problems, I think.
Yeah.
With after that all happened.
Of course.
And he
eating rats.
He did have Rambo, the movie, at one point. He was going to be. He passed on it or whatever. Or something happened there.
This guy's just lazy. He doesn't want to be in any movies.
Probably.
He doesn't want to be in Rambo.
No, not in it. He was going to make it. Like he was on his, like he was a director.
Oh, I see.
He was a writer.
Yeah.
And something happened where he was just at a place in his just mind or whatever just wasn't there after that all happened, and he never really became what he was. He didn't fulfill his potential, from what I read. But she ended up kind of retiring too. I mean, as far as from the movies, she maybe did a little bit, not much. Lived a very quiet life, like in Hawaii or something like that, and just died this week in her 90s.
Wow.
But
what a crazy life to live.
What a wild story. It's so wild, it's almost unbelievable. And there were times that people didn't. Yeah. And she had produced tapes and all types of things that, it was a kidnapping. So part of it was like, well, did you really volunteer though? Did you? No. It was a kidnapping. But there was proof that she was telling the truth.
Wow. What's the doc called?
I can't remember.
What?
Just type in Kim Jong-un kidnaps actress. It'll all come up. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I can't remember the name, but anyway.
Fascinating.
Yeah. I was just one of this happened to be catching I caught at the beginning is and I said I remember I saw something about that. Well, I knew the story, but I know wasn't that the weirdest thing ever?
That is wild. Koreans do make good scary movies, though.
Well, the scariest movie of all time was voted a Korean movie, which I didn't see. Have you seen this movie?
What is it? What's it called?
It's
Probably.
just let's see, where was it? It is a movie. It's got a 99 on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's The Wailing.
No, I don't think so.
I've not seen The Wailing. It's about a police officer investigating mysterious illness in a village, and it was like on all these lists is like the scariest movie of all time.
Yeah.
South Korean movie, I believe.
I think I've heard of it, but no, I never.
The Wailing, a 99 on Rotten Tomatoes.
I used to work as a programmer at a foreign film festival, and I got to screen and watch a lot of foreign films, and the scariest movies I've ever seen all come from Korea.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder what stands out. Like, you remember any movie that stands out?
Psychological. So the one that stands out to me is called Smaller and Smaller Circles. That actually might have been a Taiwanese film.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just psychologically creepy and eerie, and cinematography is just beautiful. I don't know, they just work harder on stuff over there. It's not lazy, where you can see like an American horror. American horror is lazy.
Well, yeah,
no writing goes into it. They throw anybody in front of the camera. That's why you never see A-listers in horror movies. They're like, no, because you're not going to make a good movie.
Well, it's true. The Asian genre, the Asian like The Ring.
Yeah.
It was a Ringu or whatever.
Yes. It was a remake of a Korean.
It was a remake of a. Was it Korean? Is that what it was?
No,
it was Japanese.
I think it was Chinese.
I think it was Japanese.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the Asian culture is great with scary movies.
Yes,
the Ring is one of the scariest.
It's not scary.
Oh God, I was so afraid of that movie. I actually saw the Japanese version. I thought it was scary.
Very, very much, yes.
I thought that was good.
Yeah, that movie was much scarier.
And what was the other one that was big right around that time? There's The Ring, and there was one other one, a Japanese movie they remade also.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember it.
The little lady comes in
yeah, it wasn't
TV.
The Ring. It was like that's where you watch the movie and then it kills you, right?
Yes.
The Ring. There's another one that was very.
It was like The Ring.
Eerily similar.
Yeah, it was like right at that same time they both came out.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, you know what? This is why I know it's going to be a scary movie. When in a trailer they pull the person. Like if the person's
that is not a.
Yeah, if the person. This is me, not you. If the person's pulled.
Yeah.
Like, they're
Under
laying
the
there,
bed or something.
and then they go, they pull him.
Yeah.
I'm afraid.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of being pulled.
You're also afraid of like the Halloween M&Ms commercials. So.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
But I can be pulled. But that doesn't scare you, being pulled out of nowhere?
It would be scary in real life. But
yes, thank you very much.
I'm like desensitized because I watch so much horror. So I'm like desensitized to that stuff. It's not scary to me.
Are you kidding me? That's scary.
If somebody pulled me in real life, yes, of course I'd be terrified.
Thus, it's scary for me now because I think of myself being pulled.
I've seen scarier like YouTube videos.
Oh God.
Like kids jumping out at their parents.
All right, changing the subject. One more subject. We have a little time.
Switching gears.
Before we go, and we're gonna talk wine coming up. The Smokey Robinson wine coming up next. But switching gears, I read an article on last meals for people getting executed, and how strange they can be, and how weird that people can request. And it makes all of us out there think of. Okay, so you're gonna walk down the hall and get executed. Bye, and. Yep. And they say, all right, you get your last meal, and probably within a reason, I guess. But some of these meals, I don't know, they went all out. But I mean, some of them, John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah.
He ordered 12 fried jumbo shrimp, deep fried.
Okay. Why 12?
I don't know. You have to ask. John he was kind of weird. Like
I'll ask him when I get to heaven.
He was kind of odd. Yeah.
I'm sure he's.
I don't think he's going to be in heaven. John Wayne ordered 12 fried shrimp and a bucket of KFC. I'm all in on it.
All fried food. I love it.
I'm all in on it. Well, you're not going to worry about your cholesterol. You're dying.
No.
I'm into the KFC bucket.
Yeah. I was going to say like probably fried chicken would be some there for me too.
I know. If I had that in my last meal, even if I don't eat it all, because you can't put it in Tupperware for later.
Yeah.
Because you're dead.
No. But it's so good when it's cold.
I'd want a bite. Oh, yeah. It is good.
It is good cold.
Kentucky Fried is the best cold.
Yeah.
The next day, hungover, greatest thing ever. Although this is dead, you're not going to be hungover.
Yeah.
Okay. Steven Anderson, Killer in California. I kind of kind of like what he had here.
What
He
do
went
you have?
simple. 2 grilled cheese sandwiches with bacon.
Okay.
A slice of apple pie. Thank you very much.
Simple. Classic.
Put
Love
me
it.
put me to bed. I'm dead.
Yeah.
After that,
Night night.
night. A classic.
Yeah. I like
You know, it's not gonna like lay on you.
Mm-mm.
You're not gonna riff or anything. You know, when you're dead. Ronnie Lee Gardner went big time. They went
Who's
all
that?
out.
What did she do?
I don't know. Ronnie
I don't
Lee Gardner
recognize
did.
that name.
It might be a guy, Ronnie. It could be a girl or a guy.
Okay.
I don't know. Well, if you have 3 names,
Jake
Ronnie
is
Lee,
falling asleep. Look
Ronnie
at him.
Lee Gardner.
Oh my God, our producer is falling asleep in his chair.
Jake, what's going on? Are you drinking the wine?
Jake.
You into the wine over there? Jake, what would your last meal be?
I was trying to think of it. I don't know.
Because you had 1 meal now. You got to think. Yeah, it could be anything. But
I'm thinking like hibachi.
really,
Oh, good one.
you're going hibachi type? Really?
They're not
At your
bringing
very
it.
last meal ever, hibachi.
Yeah, I like hibachi.
I love
Okay.
hibachi too.
You must love it. Ronnie Lee Gardner, 2 lobster tails and slice of apple pie, which made me think. I'm throwing apple pie on my list.
For
I like
sure.
apple pie.
Yeah.
I'd make my last meal. I'd make Sereny bake some. She always sends me pics of food she bakes. I'd send you. I'd say,
Something that I made.
Sereny, could you bake some?
Yeah.
I'm going to electric chair in about an hour and whip something together. Yeah. So I don't know. I was thinking, what would I choose?
Yeah.
And
What would you choose?
I'm telling you that bread thing you said with the cheese.
Oh yeah.
Choose that. But
Mediterranean tart.
I
Yeah.
want that. But no, I would. All right. Here's what I go with. I'd go with a 2 Big Macs,
Okay.
Kentucky Fried,
Mhm.
apple pie.
Where you going? Bucket? 6-piece?
6 pieces is good.
2-piece?
I'll be full.
Okay.
Don't want to waste.
Okay.
In a large Coke and a vanilla milkshake. That's it.
That's it?
That's all I need. 2 Big Macs,
Yeah.
fries,
Of course.
vanilla milkshake, Coke.
Where's the vanilla
Kentucky
milkshake
Fried.
from? Not from McDonald's.
No, I'd get
Their
from like
milkshakes are
Milkshake
dog
Factory if
shit.
they could get
Yeah, there you
something
go.
like that. You know.
Smart.
But anyway,
Yeah. What would I have?
what would you get?
Oh my God, this is such a hard.
I'd throw a
question for me
Wendy's in there
because
too if I could.
Yeah.
If I'd say, hey, you know what I'd ask them? I say,
Mm.
if it's not too much trouble.
If it's not too much trouble,
And they
you
would
get a JBC and a couple nugs.
If they say you're gonna die, it wouldn't be. Oh, you'd go to Wendy's for me.
Yeah,
think.
it's there on the way. It's on the way.
It's gotta be
Yeah,
somewhere.
always
But anyway, good.
I was thinking Taco Bell, like maybe a chalupa, but
my
I'm
goodness.
washing it down with some Smokey Robinson wine. That's for sure.
Smokey Robinson wine.
Yeah, definitely.
Really? You're going Taco Bell
I
for your
think
last
I'm
meal?
gonna do like one of those boxes from Taco Bell where you can just get like 100
Oh,
tacos.
yes.
Yes, one of the dinner
What's it called?
boxes.
A dinner box.
Where you get like 30 tacos and a couple chalups and a couple burritos.
I'm kind of stunned that you're going Taco Bell. I mean, I
Yeah.
love Taco Bell.
Because I never get to eat it because like obviously I'm doing this diet. I'm
Right.
trying really hard to eat clean, and I haven't had Taco Bell in ages.
I love Taco
and
Bell.
I see the commercials all the time, and I see them, and like my mouth starts watering.
Taco Bell.
And then I'm going a huge Diet Coke.
Diet Coke. Why? Why are you watching your weight?
I don't like Coke Classic.
Don't you? I love Coke Classic.
I don't like Classic Coke.
She's
It-
watching her weight. Diet Coke.
No, that's not why I drink
Just
it.
like the
I don't-
taste.
I do. I like the taste.
All
And,
right.
I don't like.
Like I cut a few pounds before I go to the
Sugary,
chair. I want to look good in the chair.
Yeah, it's too sweet.
You know, I hear people treat you nice when you're thinner in the chair. But anyway.
I want to fit into my coffin.
Yeah, man.
I want to
that's
look real. I want that deathly
hot-
sunken in
yeah.
the face
You want
in my
people to say,
coffin.
God, she looks good.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm washing it down with some Smokey Robinson. The rosé was my favorite.
Nice.
Yeah. With
And
some
that-
ice, but like here's how I like it. I'm weirdo. They're gonna hate that I'm saying this.
Go ahead.
I put a little bit of ice in it, a little bit of club soda, a little bit of lime juice. So
That's
it's
because
like a
we're
spritzer.
white trash.
Exactly
Like a little,
right.
like a little
Yep.
crushed ice. It's some ice in my beer. That's another
Yeah,
way.
I
I put
do
ice
that
in my
too.
beer. Do you?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
good.
It is.
People look at me like I'm nuts. Ice
Yeah.
in the beer. Try it.
Yeah,
I know
it's
people
good.
might look at you. It makes it colder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does.
It just does.
I like it.
All right, so we went full circle in this show.
Taco Bell, McDonald's, hibachi.
Hibachi, and we start
We
with
gotta ask Smokey when
we start with psychiatry. We start therapy to wine. Smokey Robinson wine coming
I
up
want
next.
to eat it in the bathtub. Can I get that into my contract? I want to eat it in my bathtub.
That's probably a
I mean,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know if the-
die. Let me
yeah,
in
but I
the
don't know if
bathtub.
they'll let you have a tub. You're in a cell. I don't think they have tubs in cells. I think you got a sink. You got to work in the sink.
Shoot us an email. Have you ever been on death row?
Yeah. If there's a tub and
And
yeah,
escaped.
maybe you put a little.
Shoot us
You
an
know what
email.
I would do? I'd get you a little portable tub. You know,
Just bring in a baby pool.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I would just say, hey, here's a baby pool for you. Best I could do in some Mr. Bubbles.
What crime did I commit, though, to be on death row? I killed Jim Krenn
That would be
on live TV.
could happen.
Yeah, could happen.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Mine would have to be some stupid accident.
You wrecked your car. Vehicular
I
manslaughter
didn't
for
do
you.
it.
You drove into oncoming traffic because you were texting Lou.
Yes. Be like, I
what
didn't
you
do
wanted
it.
from McDonald's. You're like, I want 2 Big Macs, and then you went, "Wah," and you ran over a family.
Yes, I'd be on the stand going, I didn't do it. Sereny be the star witness against me. He did.
He did it. He drives like a
He did.
maniac.
All right, we got Luca Puto and Bob Azzelli, Smokey Robinson Wine coming up next. Smokey Robinson Wine coming up next. Jim Krenn, No Restrictions with Sereny on the Pittsburgh podcast. Pittsburgh Current
He loves
Podcast
to
Network.
leave the words out every time.
You'd close the show, then I don't know.
We've got Bobby Bazzelli and Luca Puto coming up with
I didn't even
Smokey
drink.
Robinson Wine. This is Jim Krenn, No Restrictions on the Pittsburgh Current Podcast Network. I'm the professional.
What she said.
Good night, folks.
We celebrate 50 years of one of the most iconic albums of all time. One of my favorites, the Beatles' White Album, as performed by an all-star lineup of musicians, starring Christopher Cross, Todd Rundgren, Mickey Dolenz of the Monkees, Chicago's Jason Scheff, and Badfinger's Joey Mullen, at the Palace Theater on Saturday, November 13th. Get tickets now at thepalacetheater.org. You do not want to miss this. It's Jim Krenn, No Restrictions, the Current Newspaper Podcast Network with Sereny. Sereny is passed out somewhere. We're looking for her. She's somewhere backstage somewhere. You know how it is. She got into the wine, the Smokey Robinson wine. I said, Sereny, don't drink it. You can't stop drinking Smokey Robinson's wine. I got Luca Puto, Bobby Bazzelli, who manage the project for Smokey's Wine. And these guys are friends of mine and great guys, genuine Pittsburgh guys. Can't meet better people. And that's why I'm so excited for them, because this project is really taken off for you guys. And I want to hear how this started to get involved with the legend. And Lou and I were just talking too. It's like, got a picture. It's Smokey Robinson, man. Come on.
No one better.
Seriously, top 10 people of all time, like in music. He's in there.
Tell me
all
somebody else
time.
that wrote over 4,000 songs.
Yes,
Prolific writer.
he may be top 5 too. When you go with the writing and everything else. I mean, this guy and what we influenced, it goes beyond belief. So
No doubt.
really exciting. I know. Got like Pittsburgh guys. What are we gonna do? It's crazy, Lou. Right, Bobby? So tell me how did the wine venture start? Give us a little snapshot.
I've been working with Smokey since 2006, and for the longest time, as a guy who loves wine, appreciates it myself, and an amateur winemaker,
Yeah.
I've always wanted him to consider being involved in wine and personally getting involved himself,
Yeah.
as well as his name and branding something with him. So he would always say to me, if he didn't believe in something, he didn't want to put his name on it. And he was not a drinker. He drinks wine, some Prosecco, a little bit of wine, but he's not a big drinker. So
Right.
therefore, he just had no interest. And over, I think, 3 or 4 years, I continued to push him. And then lo and behold, I had an opportunity for him and his wife, Frances, who's from Pittsburgh, to want to visit the Clementi Museum
Oh,
at the time.
Okay.
And at the time, we went up there, and we went downstairs, and he had an opportunity to see a winery and had an understanding a little bit more of what it was about. And at that time, he came back to me and said, we should maybe consider something.
Huh.
So, I had a friendship with Louis for years, knowing Louis is an expert in not only the wine industry, but also understanding the licensing behind it and everything like that. So
a lot of complexities to it, huh, Lou?
Oh,
We were talking
a
about
few.
it, man. We want to eventually get involved with that, but it's really wild, man, the complexities involved with all the.
Yeah, just a few. Pennsylvania is very unique with its alcohol system.
Huh.
And luckily for me, being a third-generation attorney in the alcohol industry, it certainly helps play a part in the overall business here.
It's like the universe or whatever. Something happens where things flow. Because like you said, okay, lucky for you, you happen to have this knowledge. You guys are friends. This all comes together, and it's seamless in a weird way.
Yeah.
Seamless. It just happens.
That's right.
and it takes off.
That's right.
It sells.
And quite frankly, I mean, with Louis, he went from helping, advising to actually being a part of it.
Right.
And it was his wanting.
It's too much fun.
Pushed it. Oh yeah.
Right, Lou?
Well, look, when you get the opportunity to work with people like Bob, and of course someone like Smokey Robinson, I mean, what can I say? I'm definitely blessed with the opportunity. So we're just happy to be a part of it. And we worked on it. I mean, we worked hard, for the last couple of years, just trying to get this launched and using Pennsylvania as our platform for Smokey to get him to buy in. And now we're sitting back a year and a half later,
Right.
and we just signed a deal to be represented by Southern Wine and Spirits, Southern Glacier, which is the largest distributor in the world. And we just signed a deal with Albertsons Markets on the West Coast,
Okay.
which owns
Huge.
Safeway, Albertsons
Right.
in
4,000
Pennsylvania, Acme, which people may
Right.
be aware of on the other side
So
of the
that's
state.
distribution's amazing what you guys are doing
Yeah, we're
for this wine. Now, Smokey Robinson is a legend, and everything about him is quality. How do you come up with a wine that he's going to okay? How did this? How do you find the right taste? How does this happen? Right, because
Well-
this guy's going to want the best of the best.
right, and we believe we brought the best of the best. I mean, it took some time. We
It is great.
went out and met winemakers and did tasting. Went out to different vineyards in California and ultimately settled with a winemaker we feel is pretty special to our project. A gentleman named Matt Smith. He was the winemaker at Kendall Jackson for a long time.
Okay.
Which is a brand I
Right.
think everybody knows.
Sure.
And through the process of grapes and juice and tasting and blending, and we made something that Smokey would ultimately taste and approve. And it's great.
Plus, Jimmy, he went through probably 8 or 9 different variations of wines
To get to
on
the
the spectrum, from the driest to more sweet,
Right.
and then balancing it and tannic. The different aspects of wine. Smokey would say, "I like this. I don't like this. I'm looking for this. I'm looking for that." So he was involved.
Yeah.
100% involved, traveling, meeting with us, taking the time, educating himself more on various wines and where they're from, the origins, the grapes, and then getting to know Matt, the winemaker, who's been terrific.
It's
with us
really
as a
a
partnership.
great wine, man. I like a great. I'm not a sommelier or anything, but I tell you what, after about 2 glasses, I start singing like Smokey. I don't sound like him. I just baby, let's cruise. Where's the brie cheese? I try, but I think everybody does. So
Just
I
like the rest
recommend
of
it
us, right?
highly. Where can we get it? Where could anyone get it out there? They want to try it.
So website, SmokeyRobinsonWines.com, great spot. As well as there's a new wine shop that Bob and I had a hand in help opening, and 23rd and Vine is the name. It's at 2333 East Carson Street.
Okay.
As well as the Market Street Grocery. There's the Market Street Wine Bar
Okay.
in Market Square. Both those locations have Smokey's products, as well as other great products.
Guys, as I got to tell you, like the variety is everything. How many wines of Smokey's wines do we have here?
So
in this
right now
line
we
right
carry 4 varietals of
4.
his wines, and each wine is named after one of his songs,
Okay.
which we felt was a really nice touch. We have a Chardonnay, we have a Pinot Noir,
Okay.
Cabernet, and a red blend.
Oh,
The red blend is 85% Zinfandel,
all right.
5% Sangiovese, and 10% Syrah.
Nice.
It's a great
What
wine.
an interesting combo, huh?
Right, and Bob and I were talking a little bit coming in too about the packaging, which packaging was so important in this deal. And
It's key in wine, isn't it?
key in wine for sure. And luckily, through relationships of Bob's, we were able to partner with Garrison Hughes.
Yeah, Garrison Hughes, Bill Garrison,
Okay.
David Hughes. I grew up with Bill in Bloomfield.
Oh, okay.
And top agency here, marketing agency, advertising agency, terrific. And the collaboration, we brought Smokey down. He spoke a little bit about what he thought each song was in the wine, and they really took those ideas and the passion and what he had and created a great logo for each of the wines that really replicated a wine, like a smoke stencil on each one of the labels, which reflected back to Smokey, reflects to the song, and they look terrific.
That's pretty amazing. You think about Smokey Even in his wine, he's soulful, for crying out loud. At the Roxy on the 13th, we'll put the merch table.
Oh yeah.
Merch.
You guys are part. You're part of the team.
Well, the
already in there.
Roxian covered.
It's in
The
there.
Roxian is a client of ours
client.
with regards to the wine. So if you're
Big.
drinking wine at the Roxian, you're drinking Smokey
December
Robinson wine.
13th, Smokey's Wine and Comedy. I can't wait. It's going to be great, guys.
Well, with you on tap too.
Thanks, brother. I know. I know.
How can you beat it?
Luca Puto, obviously. Thanks, guys, for joining us.
Sure.
We appreciate it. Smokey Robinson Wine. We'll see you guys soon, huh?
Thank you for the
Thanks
time.
so
We
much for the
appreciate it.
time.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Jim Krenn, No Restrictions on the Pittsburgh Current Podcast Network.